Alrighty, folks. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you may be. After a couple of technical difficulties here, it looks like we're all good to go. Just 1 second here. Alrighty, so this is the disclaimer running there for you for your information, your protection, and of course, this is for educational purposes only. Today is December 7th, 2021. My name is Bojan Petreski, and we'll be getting started in just a few seconds with today's session. There we go. All working fine now. Hello, everybody. Had a couple of technical difficulties, as I said in the beginning, but we're all straightened out right now. So, this is the agenda for today. We're going to look at the current market environment. We're going to execute on these new opportunities, and we're going to be doing some intraday management of those trades. Let me just make sure that we're all solid here on my end. It looks like we finally are. Yep, there we go. Okay, good stuff. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. I already have TradeStation pulled up here. We have an update to the market climate in about 4 minutes from now. The one thing that I do want to already open up and see here is a couple of things that were flashing, which were sensible short on crude oil and gold. So let's take a look at those. So we got crude oil and gold on the 15-minute, and then of course gold on the 60, silver in the 30-year note also on the 60. So 60-minute gold, 15-minute gold, the US on the 60, and silver on the 60. Let's keep those opened up. I'm just going through the channels here to make sure we're all good to go. Should be. All right. Come on. It's weird. Okay. It is what it is. Let's just make sure we're running all the streams here at the same time. Just want to make sure we're not missing out on anybody. If there are any questions, any comments, and we'll be going from there. So let's see here. So on the 15-minute for gold is the first one that we saw that it was flashing. It is confirmed. It is currently trading at the moving average, essentially. In this exact moment, it is trading at the moving average. So let me go ahead and explain what it is that we'll be looking for while I get this data reloaded. So the first thing that we want and we need to see is the market climate to be confirmed, meaning it's a thick dot down here. Let me just blow this up for you a little bit. 1 second. Just get this fixed up. And then, so this is the first thing that we need to see. We need to see a thick dot down here, the latest candle that we got going on. Missed that by a little, but now you see it's a thick dot that we have, meaning it's a confirmed down climate. So that means we are looking for opportunities to go short. That's the first question, obviously, is which way should we be looking for opportunities for? And in this scenario, it is answered that we should be looking for short opportunities. Now, the next question is, where do we get in? Where do we get out? That gets answered by utilizing the upper charts here, the edge time frame charts. As you see here, it's 8 minutes, 1597 share bar, and 987 tick bar. These give us an edge because they're a little bit more sensitive to market movement than just a typical time based time charts. So what we are looking for now is additional unfilled orders to be left if price moves to the point where the AutoUFOs detect that there are some more orders there. So right now, the reason why I'm kind of hanging out on the gold chart is because if we do see a drop from here, there is a fairly good chance that we're going to see a new UFO be created, and we could potentially see a little bit of movement down. So, and if that happens, that would be a UFO that would qualify for us to get in short on. Okay, so that's what we're going to do right now. In the meantime, what the other stuff that we have going on here for us is obviously the moving average is something that is also plays a key role into this decision making process. Which, as you see right here, the moving average at 1780.8. So 1780.8 is right where price is right now. So meaning we are right on the money to look for an opportunity if this starts to slide down. In the meantime, excuse me. In the meantime, though, I do want to look at just to double check here. We should be looking good. Yeah. I do want to, because we did just have an update to the climates. Not a whole lot has changed. Crude has changed into hopeful. The euro has changed into hopeful. Gold on the 15 has changed into a sensible long, but it is not confirmed. As you see, the climate window is a gray color, so nothing to do there. And then crude oil is flashing as a hopeful short because it's the fifth candle. As you see here, it's the fifth candle down out of typically 5. So essentially speaking, we would only have 15 minutes of an opportunity to get in on this. All right. All right. Gold and silver are both kind of trading into the negative right now. And the reason why I know that is because, as I see here, the ATR spread is negative on a confirmed climate, meaning it's trading above the moving average. Okay, let's take a look at the 30-year note. The way that we check if we are on the latest contract, which I'll tell you right now, we are not on it. The 30-year note would be in financials. And can't be on the March 10-5. I guess they are on the March. Yeah, we're on the March. All right, so let's take a look at that. So that's the USH22. All right, I guess we are all the way to March. Silver is also on SIG22. As far as I know, it should be. Let's take a look at the metals. Oh, it's on March. And so gold's on February, I'm sorry. So SIH22. I don't trade silver as much, but if there's an opportunity, I do usually take it. Okay. While we wait for that, let's just bring this back to speed here. 22,387, so it's right there on the, it's 393.87. So interestingly enough, actually on silver, we could take, it's 390, 388. So when you round it up, it's 390. So we could actually take that. Let me just double check that there aren't some better opportunities here to make sure that we're not, doing anything that we're not supposed to do. All right, there we go. I was waiting for that to pop up. Okay, so let's take a look and see what we have going on here. Gold is already trading above the moving average there, as you see, and where I was expecting a red UFO, actually a green one happened, meaning that this definitely might have a little bit more to the upside to go. On the 15-minute, the same thing. So looking at the market climate here, we also see that the yen is actually giving us a near sensible short on the 60-minute. So let's go ahead and open that. And right now we're just fishing for opportunities, guys. Obviously if something presents itself in front of us, then we're going to take it. Otherwise, we're not going to force anything. We're not going to just get in just so we can get in. All right, so let's see here. Open with enabled. All right.
Order submitted.
Okay. All right. There we are. Okay. Let's take a look here and see if there's anything on the 60 yen. Sensible short. Moving average is at 88.05 even. And interestingly enough, this is the trade there. 87,985 right there, with a stop just above the 88.15. So that's the stop. So 25. Okay, that's a fairly low risk trade. So let's go ahead and see if we could get that filled, or did it run away from us. If it did, you know, it is what it is. But in the meantime, we're going to be just waiting and making sure that we are not rushing anything. I just want to double check something though. Let me just take a look at the currencies. Okay, so the euro is still in December and the yen is on December. Okay, so we're good. Just wanted to make sure we're not getting it on the wrong contract here. Okay, so that's that trade there. We're looking fairly good. Hopefully this fills. Would have been nice to catch that wick on the way down so we could catch that move, but of course. All right, so not a whole lot happening right now. So let's go ahead and just kind of reanalyze something here. For example, on gold is the one I was looking at. So for example, as you see right now, current price is, you know, dancing around this moving average, the 9 exponential moving average, as you see here. Whenever you freeze it, you'll see that the indicator is a moving average exponential, a 9 EMA. What I was really expecting and kind of hoping to see was around this moving average at the 81 or 80.9, around this area, to actually see a drop down. And if that were to happen, I'm not sure what's happening here. And if that were to happen around this area here, I was really expecting a red UFO to show up and kind of give us an opportunity to get in on a short right at the moving average, right as this, you know, starts maybe sliding down. Obviously, you know, expectations and what the market does are two different games. So, you know, that's all we can do right now. It's just kind of wait for it, and hopefully it works out to how we expect it to be. If it doesn't, we adjust ourselves and our plan and our actions to go with the flow of the market rather than just what we thought or wanted to see. Okay? So just waiting on the climate to see if there's any changes as of late. Right now, there aren't any changes, anything going on. So just kind of patiently waiting and fishing. All right, if there's any questions or any comments or anything you guys would like to discuss or see, please let me know in the any of our numerous chats that we have. As of right now, the only one we do have on is the yen. All right, so not a whole bunch is going on. Hopefully we get a trigger, and I just realized this is no longer a valid trade because our UFO is gone. So what do we get in on? Sorry about that. Should have caught that earlier. Yeah, the UFO is gone. So when the UFO is gone, right, there's nothing here. We don't have a trade. So make sure to cancel that as well. I can't believe that I didn't catch that earlier, but or maybe it just happened. But yeah, make sure to cancel that trade because the UFO was gone. All right, let's take a look at the 30 years. So we're looking at 1032s being the entry point, the moving average value, which is actually right here, 162, 1032s. Okay, so that's here. Now, if we were just to go above the half point, so that would be here. Actually, I'm sorry, the 1632s would be one over. Okay, so that would actually make sense now. Risking that much money. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we're looking at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That would be our setup there. We would be getting in on this. We have a couple of UFOs in our favor, especially given that the market opens in about 3 minutes. We could get some action on this before it now what are we on? We're on the March. So let's go ahead and change that. So yeah, we're on the March 22 and getting in on the 10. Yeah, so we're all good. Risking 6 times 32. About 192 times 2, so 384. Okay, let's take a look and see how we do. We're only a couple ticks away, and then of course a couple of minutes away from the market open. You know, today is one of those slower sessions, so we can take our time. So if you have any questions or any comments, you know, please feel free to ask them in the chat. I'll be more than glad to take a look at them and just answer anything I can answer. And then, of course, if not, you can always go to tradewithufos/Bojan right there. And of course, you could see, you know, we have the TRADDICTIV apps, the supported platforms, the TRADDICTIV options planner, our very own platform. And then, of course, if you have any questions, you can actually ask them right here. You can have different answers as you see different questions being asked, different times. So definitely check it out. Let us know what you think. All right, a minute away. Matter of fact, 20 seconds away from the open. Here we are. We are now open. Let's take a look at the climates. All right, the 50-minute on gold is now confirmed down. We're trading a little bit above it in a UFO right now at 1780.1. So, let's go ahead and fill that. And if we get a better fill, we get a better fill, why not? So, what just happened? Why did it just stop? I guess we should have moved our stop to up here at 82.5. I'm not quite sure, but let's go in again. At least this time we get a better fill. 82.6 is where our stop should be. Sorry about that. I'm not sure. I mean, usually on gold, it's the preset is fine. We are risking 300, so let's move our buy stop down here to 300 to 1779.6. 1779.6. Okay. Now, did we get filled on the US takeaway? Gold is filled. We're in it. Not quite sure what's the thing here. Why? Okay, we just got a much better fill than where we were expecting to get filled. Right? We had the UFO there. So we're quite okay. Our stop should be at 82.6. So we're looking at current price just kind of wiggling about. We're seeing a little give me 1 second here just to reconfirm this. Yeah, we're looking okay. Did we get in on? Oh boy, I think we got in on the 60-minute time frame on the 8-minute UFO with a 15-minute time frame. So this one 80.8, 80.9. So it's just now touching the moving average. I guess we'll see what's going to happen and how it moves. But let's go ahead and finalize the final target, which would be down here. And the final target is at 65.3. So let's go ahead and put that there, 65.3. 65.3. Place that. That's that. So now we should be looking okay. Of course, time stop will also come into play. So let's take a look and see what exactly would that look like. I just want to double check the 30-year, still a takeaway. Hasn't moved much and the market's open, which is always a little strange. I mean, I would have liked it to get filled because as you see right now, the equities are rocketing on up. Negative ETRs on a confirmed, on a sensible short climate, right? Wasn't confirmed, right? As you see, the equities are close to 2% up for the day. And, but we're not getting nowhere near as much movement on the 30-year. In the perfect world, there would be negative, inversely correlated. So as the equities rise, the bonds fall, the notes fall, the note would fall. But of course, that's not the world we're in right now. So we're going to see what's going to happen, of course, and just go from there. right. So let's see what we could get here from gold. If we could get some sort of movement, as that's the only trade we do have open. So where's the, all right, so interestingly enough, it's not giving me this second fill. Unless, because that fill, that stopped. So where's the second fill? Let's just go ahead and assume it was on this candle here, right where it stopped. 1, 2, 3. All right, and that's our time in trade scenario. So as long as we have a decision on our trade within this purple rectangle, we are good to go to close our trade, whatever the location may be, positive, negative, doesn't matter. That's our time stop rule. So all right, we just got filled in something else. I think it's probably, yep, there we go, it's the 30-year. So we got in, we're good. All right, so we got that trade going for us as well. And once that kind of, oops, sorry about that. So 1632s is that stop. The T1 is at 432s. All right, looks like we got probably stopped out on gold. Yeah, we got stopped out on gold. Yep. Gold did stop us out. Came up to that upper UFO there, touched it, and now it's pulling a little bit down. Okay. Let's take a look at the 30-year note. So for the 30-year note, let's determine our final target, which would be down here at 161.2132s. So 161.2132s. All right. And let's see if we have any update to the climates right now. But at the same time, folks, as you know, we are streaming these at the same time. So right now, I'll just go ahead and switch off to the private stream, and I will catch you there in just a second. All right.